Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and as you can see we have landed on the moon, and the reason I have chosen this particular spot is, well, we have resources all over the place, including 2 spaces of platinum. One of them is about 250 meters that way, and there's another one 1.2, about 1.25 kilometers out that way. So, we have found a spot to set up our base. So yes, that means we're going to start building. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. So happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week and are setting up for a terrific weekend. Okay, so we are out on the plains, the lunar plains of all things. It is actually heading towards sunset, a lunar sunset. Oh, crazy idea. So what we will probably do is adjust the in-game time. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now, shall we? Actually, we're going to put ourselves back to the wall here. So I figure might as well do this. There you go. Might as well do this now so that, we have a little bit more time to build. And it actually helps sort out where we're going to put, most likely going to put the base. Alright, so I went ahead and picked up a couple of supplies out of the ship. We've got 400 steel plates, 400 interior, or 100 interior plates, 100 girders. That's it. Yeah. So while I was off camera, I basically circumnavigated the moon in one direction. If you remember, somewhere, I think I turned them all off. Yeah, they're over here somewhere. So we actually have some areas to do delivery missions for, and unfortunately you can't see the base markers from here, but one of them is actually a pirate base. Our faction is high enough that we can trade with the pirates. So that was entertaining. Basically I left the ambassador over there, about 15k out, and what I did is I just basically drifted over. I used basically just my jetpack to come over and see what we could do to make sure I wasn't going to get shot out of the air. And yeah, we didn't. So it looks like the pirate base is over there, which is fine. So we found, I want to say, 2 resource traders, one in orbit, one on the planet, and I forgot to mark them. But when we're in the ship, you can see them because the ship's got the 20k range on it. So we're actually pretty good as far as location for permanent facilities. And I'm thinking we're going to set ourselves out. I kind of wanted to do a build into this mountainside, but Space Engineer still has that issue with, if you are building large underground complexes, it doesn't like it. It causes problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to... let's hop up for a second. I'm kind of tempted to throw ourselves in one of the larger craters, but it's been a while since I've done a flat surface build, so I'm thinking we're going to do a surface build. And I think this area should be good for it. So we're just going to go ahead and start throwing blocks down and see what happens. Alright. Let's go ahead and get rid of the skin. Sure. And we'll see if that is... That's about as level as we're going to get, I think. Okay. 2, 3, 5, that's 6, right? Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and let's go. Let's take a quick look here. I'm not really planning on having ground-based vehicles. We're only going to do flyers, so it shouldn't really matter too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. And bring this back. Okay. So we have a couple of options here what we can do. We can do something like what we did on Earth, where we have a couple of different buildings, each having its own function, or we can build something where it's all in one platform. And I'm not sure which way I want to go with this shit. What I am going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up at least a little bit here. Just get some of the blocks in place, and then we can always decide later what we're going to use the space for. But I am thinking we're going to go a little bit more traditional on this build. I mean, I'd really like if we went back to some of the earlier builds of Space Engineers, where when planets were first introduced, after they got them working, but before we ran into the big voxel problem, I'd like to see, because I actually ended up building a base in a crater. Well, I mined out a crater and made a pretty big underground base. So it was rather, I want to say rather annoying to dig out. it was bad, but the base itself was a lot of fun. I really liked it because you basically had just a small bunker on the surface. You'd go in, it had an airlock, and then the airlock would open into a stairwell. So you had like just a little place where there was, I think, a cryopod up there. It was before the economy system came online. And the whole thing was, I don't know, I want to say like, I think it ended up being something like 250 meters by like 150 meters. But it was almost 500 meters deep. So you ended up having, I don't know, I think the stairs, because we were using the passageways in More mod for the stairs in there, and so that each one of those is 2 blocks. So yeah, about like 22 blocks or something like that. The area was pressurized. It had vents and everything in it. It was really fun. It was a rather impressive build, but nothing so grandiose this time. Okay, so if we do this, let's see here. Let's go. Where are we going to put the door? We're going to start with just some basic stuff. Alright, and I'm thinking, let's see, about here, we're going to go that way and set over there. So if we go here to there, okay. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these where the door wasn't in the actual middle of the base. So let's get rid of the programmable block for now. And do a couple windows there. Okay. So this will be the basic area. Probably have a desk here. And put a couple of sofas over here. Alright, so we're just framing some stuff in here, right? Trying to get an idea for what we're gonna have, actually. Out of there. And I'm thinking... There. No, it'll have to come out one. Which is fine, I actually don't mind that. Okay. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get an idea of where things are going to go. And for now, we'll just drop that there. That should be fine. So you're going to come in. You have that. I'm thinking, actually, let's go vertical with the windows again. I'm finding that I actually do like this window design because when you're here, you get a little bit more of the window, like a little bit more visibility. Don't know that. I mean, I could actually do a straight up like chapel design. That might be interesting.
Energy low.
Okay. We'll go deal with the energy here in just a moment. So we'll have a regular door here that's going to come into a larger room, which I'm thinking we're going to do this be the medical area. Don't need a jump drive on there. Let's go ahead and hit. Do it pretty simple, actually. Let's go like that. And then that'll be piped up. Yeah, we got a lot of room. Okay. This isn't the bad thing. Alright, so I'm thinking may even do, if we do medical here, have to do say that. That. That could be interesting. And then this will be our assembler and cargo area, I think. That needs to be open for spawn purposes.
Energy critical.
So I have one room here. And go ahead and drop that off right now. Everyone gets a private toilet. How's that sound? Alright. So from here's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. 4. So we do that. So there, right? So we're gonna mirror this back. So 2. So it's 3 space door. So that'll be the door.
No energy.
Whoopsie. I just said we were gonna go do that, right? Oh. Whew. Okay. Let's get our health back really quick. Then we're gonna sit down in the chair and recharge just a little. There we go. Oh. Alright, so that gets us the beginnings of our base. So what we'll end up with is 2 private quarters. I'm thinking we'll do a small kitchenette in that little hallway in between. So we'll do the kitchen block in the middle of those 3. And then we'll do desks on either side. So the desk with a chair will be over by the window, and then a desk without a chair will be on that first block going in. That should work. Okay. Alright, so here is 2 windows. And then a bed. Make sure that is set up properly. And what we'll do here is I'm thinking like this. So let's get rid of this for a second. So we'll have something like that there. This here. So that way you have, do a little cooking, and have somebody sit here, talk to while you're cooking, or just a place to eat when you're done. Alright. Always got to take care of the RP stuff, and we don't want to risk things being set up or becoming airlocks. So we're going to do this. Put that there. Always want multiple ways in and out of your base. So this door there, door there. I think we want the sliding door here. Okay. Now what we're going to end up with is let's start piping some of this stuff in. We don't need any more beds, but we do need a conveyor. So we're going to need a conveyor here, which is going to connect to there. So that's going to end up piping that in. Now, do I want to do air vents on the roof or in the walls? I think we want them in the walls. Yeah. And this is going to be everything else. Okay, so if for here, do I want to do, I think we're going to do that. We're going to set it doesn't really matter for that one. 2, 3, 4. But we'll go ahead and do something like that. So we're going to end up with 5 batteries. 4 of them will be visible. This will be the first one that we weld up. I actually need to weld up the block under there too before I go too much further. And I'm only going to worry about these right this second. How many plates I have? 180. Okay. Mainly because of the fact that while I know the batteries are airtight, I always get nervous about them. So, space engineers being space engineers, you're never quite sure if you're going to get what you expect. Alright. Now this room will be sealed, but I'm putting an airlock in just because it's me and I like having the airlock there. Alright. So what we're going to do is we'll end up with something that basically goes a little like this. I'm thinking we're just going to keep this simple. Do the same here. Or we're just going to go straight across with those. Now I haven't decided if I'm going to do a second row of batteries up here. I may. Because we're going to end up with a lot of solar on this. And I'm thinking for the solar, we are going to, let's put it over here maybe. 1, 2. Actually, okay, so this is going to at least go here. We want 1 block for coverage. So that'll be the bottom. So at this point, so we want it to go, panels are 1, 2, 3. Can't remember how big these solar panels are now. 4, okay. So that's 4. Piston head, block, or rotor rather, and then that's going to be where the 2, actually, let's do it this way. Oh, we can do, let's do an advanced rotor. So what I'm thinking here is, if I'm going to do that, alright, so I'm just doing a quick holding it in place frame, nothing overly complex, because what we're going to do is we're going to run conveyor to there. Now the reason we're doing this is because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put oxygen farms on this. Right, so now we go advanced rotor. We want you so that you can pipe through. And we are going to do advanced rotor, advanced rotor. Right. Alright. And basically what I'm trying to do is to have this be able to clear. So we're going to have oxygen farm, oxygen farm, oxygen farm, oxygen farm. I'm going to do sets of 3, I guess. Decisions. Yeah, we'll do them sets of 3. Okay. You'll be able to see this thing from orbit. Alright. There you go. Now I should be able to get 2 solar panel lengths out of that. And we'll do 2 solar panels on the top as well. So we're basically going to do the cheesy thing. We're going to double up the solar panels on these things. Alright. Okay, so that gets us basic stuff for what we're doing right now. I want to go ahead and get some power on this beast. And yeah, that's fine. We're going to do 1. Oh. I need 3 of those.
Energy low.
3 of those. Okay. Alright, so let's get some power. We're going to go a whole bunch of stuff out of the grid. Okay. And we still have to figure out our assemblers and our refineries. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to horizontally mount the refineries, which should fit in that space pretty perfectly. And then we'll have, let's see. Might be close, actually. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff. So let's get, we said batteries, and then we have piston, or rotor rather, rotor head. Let's grab, so this is why I need connectors on other sides of the ship. Awesome. And we're going to do one more here. Okay, so for the folks that are watching that are new to Space Engineers or not sure what the hell's going on, whenever you build rotors, they're basically in free spin, right? There's no tension on them. So if I start building out on these arms, what'll happen is that if the weight gets unbalanced, they'll start swinging, and it can cause problems because if you're nearby when it swings, it can swat you, just like a flying bug, right? So we're going to try to avoid that happening. So we're going to go ahead and grab a few more parts, which is one of the reasons why I've set up in this area so that we have iron readily available, because we're going to be going through a lot of it. I'm missing motors, really? Oh, because I sold a bunch. Can I make them? I can. Let me make 100. There you go. Because I'm going to need them. What do I need the motors for anyway? I think I need the motors for the rotors. Motors for the rotors. So, yep. Okay. So we're gonna be setting up an I'll probably end up just buying a drill ship. Come on. This is why you need an actual base. Alright. Okay, so now that we have that stuff in place, what we're going to do is we're going to... I don't think I need any more rotors. So... let's go there, and I'm going to put one... Actually, I want to take that over one. Yeah. There we go. We have a battery, right? Yeah. Come here, you. Solarers. Because we're going to put in a programmable block, which might not be a bad idea. I guess we'll end up putting it over here. I guess I could put it like right there, actually. Sure. Sure, we'll put it right here. Just because we can. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab some more parts. See if all components have been successfully removed. Except for that, apparently. Ow. So we're gonna go one of you. Grab one of you. Because apparently I used parts somewhere that I don't know where I used them. So let's get this thing running. Okay, we're gonna get this thing running. Okay, and that will, for now, give us the power that we really need on the grid. So for here, we're going to go into Edit, Browse Scripts, and the one we're going to grab is This is solar alignment script. Love this thing. All right, to give you an idea. Should just be solar rotors, correct? Okay. There you go. And barring any massive WTF moments, we should be okay. I hope. Is it actually spinning? It is. Slowly but surely. Okay. I just want to make sure it's actually working. So now, if we go here, what we're going to do is we're going to repeat what we have up there. We're going to flip you. Nope. Wrong kind of flipping. 2, 3. And what I'm trying to do is to figure out if I've got enough room. How much room do we have? Should have enough room. Okay. So we're going to get you out of there for right now. So if we go that, that's cutting it pretty bloody close. I guess it's okay. We'll have the ability to have a connector on this side if we need it. So let's go ahead and do this. Number 9. I think we've got it set up that way, right? No, we have it set up the other way. We have it set up this way. So since that's set up there, if we go... Let's see, if I wanted to get this to tie it together, we're kind of screwed. I guess I could seriously cheese it. What we end up with is basically this. And just...
Energy low.
Something like that. Alright. Oh, because if I really wanted to, then at that point, what we could do We do something like that. Alright, so that give us assemblers, gives us refineries. Oh, I know why I wasn't going to do that, because I can't place upgrade modules on one side if I do that. Which, I mean, I guess is fine. That thing is really sweeping the base. Alright. Okay. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead... I think we're going to call this one here, because we've got basically what we're looking for. I think the only thing left to do is maybe reconsider... Yeah, I think we're going to reconsider that. I think we're going to say, let's take this out, let's take that. Right. So put you there. Put you there. And then we'll be able to do 2 upgrades. 2 speed upgrades on this assembler, 2 speed upgrades on the other assembler that's out there, and we have everything connected through. And then what we'll end up with is, let's see.
Energy critical.
Basically, this will be windows all the way around to seal off the room. And I may even go a little funny with it, where we end up with some sloped windows back here, so that we can see what's going on. But maybe just have like a couple of desks or something in here. Could be something. Might even take these out before we weld them up. And build them into the ceiling, maybe? Or into the floor, possibly. That way we have room in here and we can put in... That might not be a bad idea, actually. So we have the one back here in the corner, which is fine, because we have the PC, we have the computer here. So if we took... Okay, so let's go. Almost out of power. Gotta go. Alright. So I think that's gonna do it for us today. I'm gonna mess around with some of the floor plan over there, but you've gotten the idea of roughly what we're looking at. You know, the gist of the build.
Energy
So basically what I'm going to do is deal with getting everything welded up, and when we come back next time we will be putting a roof on the thing. I'll try not to do the roof on this. The one area that I may go ahead and do will be that little engineering area, because I want to play around with the window idea and see what we can do with that, because I don't know if I want actual, like, you know, like a Florida room style. For those who don't know, conservatory style, like a greenhouse. Or if I want to do something using the heavier armored windows. So I'll probably play around with that, but with the rest of it, I'm not expecting it to be anything too fancy, but, you know, I've had people ask about seeing more of it, so I'll try and remember not to get ahead of myself and just build everything. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. If you are new to the channel, haven't done so already, or just want to do something nice for me on this lovely Friday, be sure to hit that subscribe. And if you want to be kept up to date, be sure to click that little bell icon. That is the reminders. YouTube promises that they will, when they remember to, send the messages when new content comes out. So it is the best way to keep up to date what's going on around here. On that, we're getting out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Okay, so we have to get the rest of the solar panels on. I have to get the bulk of the base welded up and get the windows in. Alright, should be doable.